Welcome to another episode of the Let's Get Comfy podcast, Florida #1 healthcare edutainment station. I'm your host and sole proprietor, Norman Harris. So glad for you to join us again. We're a home of peace, joy, love, but most of all, comfort. Today, I have a special guest with me today, Dr. Patricia Hernandez-Poudevida.
Poudevida, yes.
Poudevida.
Good job.
See, we practiced this before the camera started rolling, but hey, I still mess up. Sorry.
It was fine.
I apologize.
Poudevida's fine.
Thank you so much for joining. You're the owner, right?
Yes.
Of Mother Mind Psychology.
Yes, I am.
Right. I wanted to have you on the show, to discuss one. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna start off like this. Let's tell the audience who you are, what you do.
I'm a clinical psychologist. I'm licensed in the state of Florida. I have my private practice. I do in my private practice individual. I do testing. I graduated in 2008, so not that long ago.
Okay.
2008.
If you say so.
From Ponce School of Medicine in Puerto Rico. Then I worked there for 4 to 5 years in Yauco, that's another town, a hospital inpatient unit. And then we moved to Iowa in 2013. That's interesting, but not so interesting story, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We moved to Iowa. There I did my postdoc. And it was especially in ADHD assessment. I wanted to really get good at doing psychological assessment, and I had a great mentor there.
Mm-hmm.
And she helped me a lot with that. After my postdoc, I graduated that. I did my licensing.
Okay.
And then we moved to Florida in 2017 or 2016.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I've been in private practice since 2019 here.
2019.
Yes.
Well, thank you. That's very impressive. Now, Iowa. Why do you all choose Iowa?
Iowa was kind of like a throw in the dark kind of a situation.
Really?
We were me and my husband. My husband is a medical doctor,
Mm-hmm.
so he finished his residency, and we wanted to move out of Puerto Rico. And we had a couple of offers. He had a couple of offers.
Oh, okay.
One was in Colorado, and the other one was in Iowa, and I think another place. Around that time, I don't know if you remember a shooting that happened in Colorado in a movie theater. It was a while ago.
I won't lie. I don't remember.
Anyways, and we were like, oh, maybe not Colorado. Let's just go here. And we went there for the interview. Everybody said, we went for the interview in June or July.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody we met said, oh, it's going to get really cold, and it's really cold. I'm like, how cold can it get? Like, how bad could it get? We'll just wear jackets, whatever. It got cold.
Different type of cold.
Yes, a different type of cold. But we were there for 4 years.
4 years. Okay. And now you mentioned your mentor. Now, who you mind just expounding on that person?
Her name is Johnson. She married Amanda Johnson.
Amanda Johnson.
She married him. She has a different last name, and she's a really amazing person. She's one of those people that you're like, you're so good and so kind. Mm-hmm. There must be something wrong with you. But no, she was really nice and kind and helpful, and she taught me so much. And I really love her to death because she gave me an opportunity when nobody knew me. Mm-hmm. I was new in that place. Nobody knew who I was. You know, I was a Hispanic, a professional woman in a mainly a white kind of town, because it was Newton. Of course, you know about Newton. It's a very popular little town that nobody knows about. But they gave me an opportunity. I'm very grateful for them. Right. And I love them very much. So.
Right. I always say, and I said this in many episodes, is that a lot of times all you need is one chance. Somebody just give you one opportunity that changes your life, changes your trajectory, and it changes your family ultimately, right?
Yeah.
And my first actually guest on the show was a gentleman, that Reginald Eldridge, who opened the door to me to even get into the healthcare space in general. And that one opportunity. So that's why I wanted to make sure, you highlighted that person as well. So, but Iowa, how was it living in Iowa though?
It was interesting. I think the first thing that I noticed about Iowa was that everybody was friendly. When I was out, we left the house and our neighbors would pass by and go like, "Huh?" And I was like, do you know them? I don't know them. Like, I don't know if they're saying hi. But they were generally nice and hi and curious about who you were. Iowa, we lived in Marshalltown, Iowa. It's a small town, and people are really friendly and nice. And it's really cold in winter, and the winters are very long. And I never got used to that.
Really?
First winter, the first little speckles of snow, oh, I cried.
Really?
I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And then the snow piled up and it got black and wet and cold. And
Nobody liked the snow.
No. But
so I have an embarrassing confession.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 36 years old. I still haven't seen snow.
What?
Never seen snow. Okay, you can talk about me all you want.
Somebody please take him to see some
snow. I know, man. I never seen snow. But I said I would not have my kids have that same sort of, life as well. So it's like I'm dedicated to make sure they get an opportunity to make a snow angel and a snowman, But yeah, I never seen snow before.
It's nice, but my experience, I didn't love it. When my kids wanted to go outside to play in the snow, it was not like, oh my God, let's go. No, it was like, why? Why, God? I did not like the snow. But they liked it. And my dog, I thought my dog would hate it. I had a boxer. And we tried to dress him up appropriately to go out play in the snow. He wouldn't have any of that. He would just run. And he, piled deep in the snow, and the kids were playing. They had a great time. So maybe
I was about to say, I think it would take me back to what I've always wanted to experience. And I would do mine in a trip. So I wouldn't be moving to somewhere where it snows.
See, that's a good idea.
See, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to experience. And then I think after I moved to Tampa, back home, I'm from Tallahassee, Quincy, Florida, it snowed there. But now I'm down here in Tampa, Florida. It's like I still didn't get a chance to experience it. And my mom, brother sending me all the pictures of the snow. I'm like, still didn't get it. So all them seeing snow, and I'm still the only one in my family.
Well, we'll get to it. This is a good year.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, it's a good year for you to go see some snow.
Okay. All right, good. I'll do that. So I want to get into your hobbies, things that you like to do, enjoy, for the audience, and share just to know a little bit about the person.
Hobbies. I don't have a lot of time for hobbies, and I say that and close my eyes because I want to. But when I do, I like kayaking a lot.
Really?
I went kayaking in the Springs, and I've always wanted to go
Crystal
kayaking.
River, or here in Florida, or
here
Silver
in Florida,
Spring?
in Weeki Wachee.
Weeki Wachee, yeah.
And I went kayaking in Puerto Rico, but I wanted to do it in the ocean, right? But in Puerto Rico, I went in a river. It was an ocean.
Got it. Okay.
I went solo kayaking because my husband doesn't like the water. He doesn't swim. And so I went, I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this all by myself. There's a group of people that do this. Mm-hmm. So I went, and it was super fun. But when I was in it, I was in a two people kayak, but I was by myself.
Oh.
So at first it's like, this is so much fun right in the middle of it. What am I doing? What? This is so hard. And I was the last one in the group, and I was okay. I'll catch up.
Yeah, catch up with you.
But it was fun.
That's good though.
I like doing that. I like working out. I used to like martial arts at one point, but then I got old and I dislocated a shoulder and all that kind of stuff.
You're not old. How you dislocated your shoulder? What you was doing?
How I dislocated my shoulder?
UFC?
The first time, it was so stupid. The first time I dislocated my shoulder was because my daughter was a little baby, and then she started crying, and I had long pajamas on, pants, and I slipped, and I put my hand in the bed, and something happened, and my shoulder dislocated.
Whoa!
So my husband was sleeping. I was like, Jada, come, my shoulder, and he was half asleep. He woke up like, what? Oh, my shoulder. And he kind of put it back in place, went back to bed. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
And then it happened again when I was doing martial arts, and we were trying MMA and all that kind of stuff. And I wanted to take him down, but he's tall, and he didn't let me win. And I kind of really tried to win for it, and then boop, my shoulder went out again. And since then, this thing hasn't been the same.
Did he feel bad?
No, he doesn't.
He didn't?
No, he doesn't.
Dr. Vasquez.
Yes, Dr. Vasquez.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
It's his fault.
On record.
Oh,
No.
man.
Not really.
That's good that you gonna have fun like that.
Yes.
You know. But thank you for sharing. So I'm gonna get just to break. We're breaking the ice, so I want to continue with doing so.
Yes.
So I have a game we're gonna play. It's called This or That. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If you could eat one dish or one meal every single day, what would it be?
Oof. See, you. I'm a food human. I love.
You can
food.
tell.
I would eat something that I cannot eat ever again because my mom used to make it, and she's not alive anymore.
Oh, sorry.
She used to make. Come on, I have to think it in Spanish, so I'm gonna go and the.
We could do the caption that's English.
Carne mechada. I don't know how to say that in English. Carne mechada.
All right.
With white rice and beans, and I think this is a Dominican thing, or that we like bananas, not plantain.
Not plantain.
Bananas with rice and beans.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
so good.
Matter of fact, yesterday we just had some Spanish rice, Puerto Rican rice, but it was really good. She made the sauce. My friend's wife, she made the sauce in like the blender with the I don't know all the ingredients, but it was really good.
Hey,
I don't even like rice like that, but that rice was really good, to be honest.
So that's what I would have every day if I could.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You said your mom made it. I was about to say that's boring, but
it's delicious. That's because you haven't had it.
You're right. You gonna make some?
No, I can't.
Ask Dr. Vasquez, can she make some for me, please?
No, he can't.
Yeah,
He can't.
Yes. All right.
I can't have it.
But thank you. This is good though. My next one is if you had one date, right, that Dr. Vasquez could take you on, where would it be? One day, only one day, 24 hours. You have to come back home afterwards. What would you do?
One day.
One date.
Date.
Yep, like a date night. Date day.
Date.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a lot of cool things. We've been to fights. We've been to. We used to go dancing a lot. So I love to go dancing.
You love to go dancing?
Oh yeah. So I would take him dancing, and not like just as a club dancing, like reggaeton and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Got it. That's where we're gonna go. I like dancing a lot, so I would definitely go dancing and have a really nice meal. Where exactly? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where geographically.
Okay.
But if I could do those things, have a nice dinner, and desserts.
Mm-hmm.
I had a pear dessert once. I've never had that again. It was delicious.
Okay.
But I love chocolate, so it doesn't matter.
Chocolate too.
And dancing and going dancing.
Going dancing.
To music, yeah.
All right. Favorite genre of music?
Oof, that's difficult. I like music. I like a lot merengue, salsa. I like reggaeton. I like rock.
Really?
Yes. I like everything. I love music. I like old Frank Sinatra things, or I love music.
That's good.
Country music, I'm not like a fan of.
But there's certain songs, maybe?
But certain songs, yeah.
Songs,
Jolene, I do this because she used to, I forget her name, but she used to sing and go like this with her nails. The person that sings that song, Jolene.
Yeah, I'm not just, you're far ahead of me.
Anyways, I think about it.
Thank you. That's good. So I'm going to get into career mode, right? Mm-hmm. And just what you do on a daily. So what inspired you to focus on your own practice? You started your private practice in 2019, right? Mm-hmm. So what just led you to do that?
Well, last time I worked for somebody, I'm not going to say who. She was a very... a lady that you would look up to, right? Okay. She had 2 practices, and she made it seem so easy. Like, I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it. So in a way, she inspired me to do my own practice because I saw her do it with such. Of course, there were issues and troubles and whatnot, and it's not like she made it seem it was an easy thing, but it just made it seem like something I could do. And I talked to my husband, and thankfully I had his support at the time because it's hard to do that. So he stayed working where he was, and I could start this venture with doing my own practice, and that's why I did it, because I thought for the first time that it was something that I could, this is something I can do. So
you did it.
maybe I will, and I did.
You did, yes. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you.
Very proud about that.
You should be. You should be, and congratulations to Dr. Vasquez as well, because there's a lot of challenges that come into play when you're starting your own business.
Yes.
So I do admire the entrepreneurial spirit that you both possess, but also the camaraderie and the team that you all have. As well, just being that power couple together. So
yeah, we've been a couple since 2000.
Wow.
We were started dating in 1999, and we became a couple in 2000, and we've been together ever since, with ups and downs and everything in between. But it is very it is not easy, but it almost seems, like I told you, possible to do this kind of thing when you have support. So, and to have that risk spirit, a high risk spirit. So because I think we're both like that, we just said, why not? Let's make it happen.
Good. Congratulations to you both. My next question is just more so about what are some of the most common health concerns or health challenges you see? There's mental health challenges, I should say.
Well, there's many. I would say accessibility to mental health service is one of them.
Okay.
Both from the economical, insurance, and cultural, personal perspective. Economical, because not everybody can pay for a therapy session. Insurance, because insurance makes it difficult for both the professional and sometimes the people to have access to these services. Not as easy, because not a lot of professionals have or take insurance, so it makes it harder for people to get access to the services. And then personal and cultural, because even though we talk about mental health a lot, and it's now kind of like more normalized, it is still difficult for a lot of people to recognize that they need services, and then to understand what it will do for them.
Right. Yes. That's a big piece too. Just understanding how clinical psychology actually impacts you from a mental health standpoint. And then it being common as well in society in general. So what got you to, what would you say changed just the most about yourself pursuing this business?
The business, the business and the profession are different. Okay. So pursuing the business, I had to learn so many things that I didn't know. Because to start a business, I studied psychology. I didn't take a break. Like I went from school to undergrad to grad. I did 6 years. I didn't take a break. So I was a student
all the way
forever, right? And I knew psychology, right? I can say I know my profession, right? But the business side of it is a completely different story. You have to understand so many things that I didn't, and how to start an LLC, and how to do taxes, and how to do insurances, and how to, ¿cómo se dice? Mercadear, how to market yourself. And there's so many aspects into it. And everybody thinks, oh, entrepreneurship is so cool, but it's such a monster. But at the same time, it's so fun, and you get to do so many creative things, and your creative side kind of takes part into it. So for me, the business part has been a new professional growth.
Right.
It's been a lot.
Eye-opening for you.
Yes.
Right. I would say the same. Just knowing how to deep dive in. I would say what I've learned the most is what you stated, is the marketing and branding. Like that is a beast in itself. Like,
Yeah.
and now I see why it's so prevalent. Like right now, you can Google on your phone like marketing companies or services firms near me, and it will be a list of them
Yeah.
because it's such a need now with social media being just so prevalent and just a must. And some companies actually don't even have a website; they have a social media page, and that's why, like restaurants, for instance, a lot of times with those restaurants, you go to their Facebook page, their Instagram to learn the menu and what they have for that day. You know, they don't even have a website.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah.
I did my own website when I started
Mm-hmm.
with, I can't even remember the platform that you used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully, my brother-in-law,
GoDaddy.
Jonathan Vasquez, and he has a business where he does this for people. He does the, amongst other things, but he
Mm-hmm.
does the websites and all that. And he, when he saw my website, he's like, "Oh no, 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 that's not cute." So he helped me with it, and he's the one that's been helping me with my webpage.
Got it.
So that's a big component too.
Big component. So we talked about just how you started up as far as business, what you've learned, what you specialize in. But let's get more so into just how you can assist patients and the community. So what would you say are some signs that a patient will be appropriate for your services? And if you don't mind, just listing just services that you provide as well.
I think because I've done so many things, I am really open with the my population.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I started in an inpatient unit. So inpatient, there's a lot of people that have very severe mental health illnesses.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't shy away from that aspect, right?
Yes.
And I don't see children, tiny people as much, because it's time consuming. It's different. It's a different preparation when you work with kids.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I see early teenagers, let's say 10,
Okay.
preteens to adults, and I do testing. So I do ADHD testing, autism assessments, intellectual assessment. For example, if people want to do bariatric surgeries and they need a psychological evaluation, I do those as well. So medical evaluations for pre-surgical and stuff like that. So I do that. I do individual therapy. I do couples counseling. That's interesting. and I supervise. So I have students that I supervise, both in the mental health and medical field. Mm-hmm. So I supervise students that are LMHC or other psychology students, and they work in my practice. I found a way to make all that work so they can get paid for the services they provide, and then they can get the supervision they need. And also for the medical students, I teach them about mental health and what they should know about working with people in this field.
Oh, so you're maximizing.
Yes.
Yes, that's really good.
I do a lot.
But also fostering the growth of young other individuals that are trying to become.
That is one of my main, I think, passions. I love to teach. I love to be part of their growth. Just like I had good mentors. I was so lucky when I was going to school because I had really good teachers and really good professors and really good mentors.
Yes.
So I want to be that for other people. And I know how important it is and how inspiring it is to have a good mentor and how much it helps your career grow versus a bad one, because I've had bad ones too. So I want to be that good person, that good stepping stone for somebody else. I really enjoy that.
Yes, that's one piece that I've learned really just this year, how impactful mentorship is. So just with areas in which I'm trying to grow, like with podcasting, big major shout out to Nicole Will with Will Gather podcast, Melanie Hand, the probate nurse, um, Erin Thompson from Aspiring for More. She's also a podcaster. So when I was going to start this, I reached out to those individuals to be mentors of mine, and they had free calls with me of course, no charge, and just really embraced my vision and mission and gave me pointers, gave me tools and assets that I could use to implement in what I was trying to do. So mentorship is very important if you're trying to grow further in life, even with keynote speaking. So I want to become a speaking. I do speaking engagements at assisted living facilities, skilled nursing facilities, educations, and one mentor who just embraced me was Miss Lisa Perez. She's in a different industry, really primarily with human resources, but just her just setting up calls with me, encouraging me, giving me guidance, books to read, and resources has been just monumental in just my growth as well. So healthcare, I've had a mentor. So I would advise people just in general, any segment of life that you want to grow and advance, find someone that will be able to foster your growth and really take a passion on doing it. Some people want to charge you every time you talk to them or call them. That's okay. Just find the next person. Don't give up. But that's something that I want to become one day as well. Someone that can pour back into others. At Comfort Measures Consulting, we're here to help you navigate the complexity of healthcare. If you're caring for a loved one as a caregiver, you don't have resources, you don't know what questions to ask, you need to have options, right? Give Comfort Measures a call. Give us a chance. First consultation is free. Speak with me, Comfort Measures Consultant. 850-879-2182. You can also visit our website at www.comfortmeasuresconsulting.com. Talk to you soon. Of life that you want to grow and advance, find someone that will be able to foster your growth and really take a passion on doing it. Some people want to charge you every time you talk to them or call them. That's okay. Just find the next person. Don't give up. But that's something that I want to become one day as well. Someone that can pour back into others, to give back to just the youth as well, like sort of like you're doing as well. Well, not sort of, but you are doing it. But because I know that someone gave me a chance and a shot. So
and to be able to pass your knowledge on to somebody else,
for sure.
It makes it seem worthwhile. Like I said, you do this thing for a long time and you finally get to a place where you can share what you know with others.
Yes.
Why not?
Why not?
Right.
Why not?
I'm not going to I don't want to take all this with me. I want to leave a lot of good doctors out there so they can, take it on and probably, hopefully, remember me once and go like, oh, I had this great mentor. And Patricia Hernandez, what was her other last name?
Don't get Norman to pronounce it.
I would love that.
But thank you for that. That's wonderful. So for patients, family, caregivers, just what can they expect from their experience with Mother Mind Psychology?
Well, I think one of the things that differentiates us from everybody else is that we wanted to do kind of old school medicine. We wanted to be accessible to our patients. We wanted our patients, and we want our patients when they come in to feel like this is my place, this is home, this is a place that I know. As you've been to the office, we have little things that seem to be important. Do you want water? Do you want coffee? How you feel today? We chat with our people.
Yes.
Right? We talk to them. We don't just robotically do our thing, 15 minutes, boom, you're out. We talk to them. We really want them. And when I say we, it's because of me, Dr. Vasquez, the people that work with us. We really want people to feel that they've come to a place that they're going to be listened to and taken care of, and that there's a place for them, right? The medical field has turned into what I think is a very kind of process, washed kind of a thing. You go in and out, and what's your name? And it's kind of like that. And people go to the doctor, people go to a psychologist because they're hurting physically, emotionally. They need somebody to listen to them. And I think in the field that has been unfortunately lost a little bit, to be kind, right? So we wanted to do this for us, because this is the service we wanted to be able to provide. Because when you're a doctor and you're working for big companies, you have to follow the rules,
Yes.
right? You have to, you cannot stay with a client for more than this, and you have to do this in a certain way, and that's that, you can't do more than that. It's like, no, that's a person. That's a person that's coming in that has both mental, emotional, physical problems.
Yes.
And to work together has been, we knew it was going to be good because we believe in our product. We know that we know what we're doing. But to see it, it has been humbling, because I have a patient that needs medication or has been contemplating medication, or says to me, well, I don't want to take medication because the side effects are all this. No problem. I have Dr. Vasquez here. He's going to talk to you about da-da-da. And if you have any questions, you call him. And he's very accessible to his patients.
Yes.
Very accessible.
Can I chime in there?
Sure.
All right. So with Dr. Vasquez, he's the first physician that I've seen come from behind the counter area, back in the back, come out and sit in the lobby and have a conversation with. I've never seen that before.
Oh yeah, we're not just saying it. We legit do this.
Yes, for sure.
And the other way, like when he has a patient that is there for medical reasons, I don't know, his toe, his knee, and by the way, I'm feeling very depressed or la la la. Oh, I have a psychology practice right here. And he calls me, he goes like, Dr. Hernandez, I want you to meet so-and-so. And of course he asks, is it okay if she comes in? Yes, how you doing? She has a couple minutes with me right there and there. So that is what we wanted to create. And I am so thankful that we're able to do it and to grow. It's been difficult because everything that starts, it's difficult, but we've seen it happen. And I'm so proud that I can do that.
Yes. So that we're clear, for clarification, give us the full experience, because I know Dr. Vasquez, your spouse, right? What he does, but also your location is all one, right? It's all inclusive.
Yes.
So just give from the start to finish perspective, because I know we're speaking of him, but I want to just give people, if they were to come to the office one day, right? How would that experience be?
Okay, so we have, I would say, a building, small building, and it's in Lutz. You come in the door, and the front desk is not separate. It's just one big front desk. You're welcome by any of us. It could be me. It could be Vasquez. It could be his nurse. We just say who you're here to see with, Dr. Vasquez or Dr. Hernandez. So we have two practices that are there. Mother Mind Psychology, LLC, it's me. And then Vast Care, that's him. So we have a medical practice and a psychology practice that is in just one space.
Yes.
It's not that he has to call me from far away. I'm right there. And he's also right there. So it's very familiar. And when you come in the door, the first thing that we do is who do you want to see or who you're here for, right?
Yes.
So it's that accessibility to us. And I don't know, after that, if you have a consult with Dr. Vasquez and then you want to have a consult with me, we have the same phone number. We have different kind of units, or I don't know how you call it, but you call the office and you can meet with me or you can meet with him.
Yes. And you can text them
as
well, text messages, calls, very clean location as well. And the restrooms too. The restrooms, I'm big on like going to nasty restrooms, but very clean location. So, and the aesthetics, like, did you do decor?
I'm not super huge on decoration, but we managed to pull through.
Y'all did good.
Vasquez is the kind of creative side of our life. He's a very creative human.
I can believe that for sure.
So, and I'm kind of more the organizer of things, right? Yes. But it just works. So if you ask me, am I in charge of? No, we did it kind of
since 99, 2000. That's a long time. So that's good. You guys have.
The bathroom was me though. I did.
Is it? You like the restroom? Okay.
Yes, you like the restroom.
Good. Okay, so if you could share your experiences with, of course, Let's Get Comfy. It's empower listeners to age more comfortably. We provide the resources to doing so. So if you can share your experiences with mental health issues with patients that you may have that's above the age of 60 years old.
Yes. So the elderly is a very dear population to my heart, because when I started in the hospital in Puerto Rico, the population was mainly elderly people, dementia patients, for different reasons. Dementia is not just Alzheimer's; it could be other kinds of dementia. So I did not know that I was going to enjoy working with that population as much as I did. I think when you hit a certain age and you have certain things, you've earned your right to, to just be blah with life. Like I had this old lady once tell me, like, "Are you stupid? You've asked me that same question 3 times." And I was like, I kept doing my interview with her, and the nurse was like, doesn't it bother you that she just called you? I'm like, no, she earned her right to call me stupid. Like, yeah, it's fine. And we're going to be okay. So it is just nice to take care of them. And they need so much taking care of and so much respect, because people tend to treat elderly like they're kids.
Right. Yes.
Because they lost certain abilities and skills and functions. And no. That's an adult. That's a grown person there, battling or going through things. Don't treat him like he's a child or stupid or right. So I found a lot of respect and a lot of love and a lot of fun memories. I have so many good memories from those years at the hospital. So
I'm thinking about situations right now myself.
Yeah.
So yes.
You work with the elderly too.
In skilled nursing, I worked as an administrator for a few years, and just dealing with some of our customers that in the skilled nursing facility, man, it was hilarious. They say things that, I don't want to repeat it because I don't want someone to remember like who I'm talking about. But really funny situation. Like the words they would say, I can tell you some stories seriously, but I don't want to say it on camera because it's cuss words. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But they are fun stories. I love to talk about them.
Mm-hmm. And I laugh at everything. Like as an administrator, I think that was probably like my, I don't know, down.
You have to have good humor. You have to have a good sense of humor to work with this population.
Yeah, I used to have to turn my back sometimes so my team wouldn't see me laughing. But it was I used to laugh.
Yeah, you have to have a sense of humor.
Yeah, so I love laughing anyway. So that's just who I am. So what are some myths or stigmas you think that people encounter when they're seeking professional services, right? Like
myths, you say?
Myths, yes.
That I'm gonna fix them. A lot of people come to me and they think I'm gonna fix them, and I don't fix people. I am not a mechanic, right? We work together to get you to where you need to be, where you want to be, where you feel healthy, where you feel good. My job is not fixing. My job is guiding you through your health process and journey. And that's how I like to see myself. And I think a myth is that you go to the doctor and they fix you, right? Like, oh, you bring me your child and boom, boom, boom. I tie this and that and there you go, a respectful young little man. No, it takes a lot of work, and it takes kind of that back and forth, and that adults giving their time, kids giving their time, doing their part in their health journey. I think the misconception is that it's entirely up to the physician or the person that's taking care of you. Your health is your responsibility. I am here 100%. When that person is in my chair with me in the chair, they have my full divided attention. I am there 100% committing to making you feel better and get better and give you everything that I know to help you in that process. But it's kind of your job to,
Well, they say, it starts at home.
Yeah.
It starts at home most of the time.
So I think the biggest myth is and also that you're crazy. Because you need services. That word crazy, I have such an issue with.
Really?
Because I love it. I love crazy. Crazy is good. Crazy is different. Crazy is fun. Crazy can be out of the box. You know what I mean? But people feel kind of bad about it, right?
Yes.
I think when I started in my practice, one of the first things that I remember was Salvador Dali. Salvador Dali is a painter, surrealist painter. He's the one that has the mustache. We have a museum in Tampa here. You should go if you haven't. I love him. Yeah. Right? And he, for me, was one of the first presentations to crazy. Also, comedians sometimes, oh, that's a crazy person. No, they think outside the box. They have a different timing with how they think. And so
Yes.
I think crazy, as much as people want to say is a bad thing, I don't see it as a bad thing. So I wish that myth would just go out the door.
Go out the door. Okay, so why would a caregiver, let's say a caregiver who's having a challenging experience with a loved one that they're taking care of at home, why would they be prompted to take them to see a psychologist?
For many reasons.
Mhm.
I think sadness, for example, is normal. Our emotions are normal. Anger, sadness, joy, our emotions are emotions.
Right.
Now, when those emotions turn into something persistent that causes problems to the person and to those around them, then you should go get some help, right?
Yes.
In the elderly community, I think a lot of things are, pardon me, normalized in the wrong way. It's like, oh, that's just because they're old, or that's just because they're a little kid. They minimize things that are wrong with them. So I think that is an important aspect. When
Yeah.
you see that things are causing a problem for you or somebody else,
Mhm.
you should definitely go seek some help.
That's good. That's good. And that's another piece I wanted to add is a lot of time with our elderly population as well, uh, they don't even consider seeing a psychologist.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Dr. Hernandez, if someone was interested in your services, do you provide consultations?
Yes, the best thing to do is to call the office, let us know what your concern is,
Hmm.
and we will pair you with the right person for you and the right service for you. So the thing to do is just to call the office and let us know how we can help.
Okay. For our listeners and audience, how can they find you? Your social media accounts, website? Let them know.
Okay, so you can call the number 813-400-0375. We are also in Instagram and Facebook. That will be with my name, Patricia Saidi, and or Mother Mind Psychology. That's how you would find us. And we are in Lutz. So that's our physical office.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have your comments or want to share your thoughts, drop them in the comment section below. Until next time, stay empowered.